All right. This is kind of an unofficial stream. I've noticed that some maybe this is better. I've noticed that some people who have a microphone in their setup like this, like a microphone with an arm, they have it below them. So I'm going to try that setup just for giggles, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. Um, I didn't create tweets or anything about this particular stream, so I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna hang out. But I was like programming. I was working on this, and I was like, well, I feel kind of lonely. Like I sitting at this computer programming and not broadcasting. It's actually I feel a little lonely. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this. I should make this. I should have made this members only. Is what I should have done. Oh, Lisa, hi. This is going to be a very calm stream. This is going to be very calm and like no yelling, no getting excited. I'm just going to you know what, Lisa, I love you. I'm going to actually close the chat window so that I can't even see what's happening. All right? So you sound I don't know. Okay, that's it. I'm closing the chat window because I'm getting distracted, but I'll just continue on that. The chat window is closed, so I can't see any messages that you send in the chat room after this point. I'm not sad. I'm trying to keep the energy mellow, right? Because like normally I scream a lot. Right, I feel like I'm very animated and I yell a lot on these streams, so I'm just trying to stay a little calm. Okay. So, what I need to do, Mission Manager needs to get a hold of the latest task. Okay, this is good right here. Task start handler. So what I can do, task tick. Here and here, I should be able to. That's mission, but I need mission manager. And I need mission manager to be over here. Okay. So if mission, okay, I can close this, I can close that, and then I can, okay. So what I need is down here is where I need to have the reference where basically I'm going to update the timer, right? And in general, missions and tasks should be able to communicate to the UI with relative ease. So I think I'm going to need mission completed, task started, task complete, task tick. So in here, I need to call on task tick, right? Like I would need some type of void task tick handler, and then that would this is exactly what I want. Which means I could do it here because I got the task. And I suppose I could have a okay, I've got the task in here, right? What I would want to do on task tick. So I should be able to do task on task tick. Is this how this works? I can't remember exactly how this works. Right? Like, I think this is more or less what I want. But I feel like I can just do some shorthand. Right? Can I do some shorthand? Can I do something like that? I feel like I could do this. Like, there should be a way to do this. Let's see if there's a way to do this. Let's ask AI. I was on a meeting with work, and this AI committee thing. Wait a minute. Chat. Is there a shorthand way to do this? You should be able to tell what it is I want to do. I was on a meeting with, it was like this AI committee. And there was this one guy, he was very, very animated about the risks of using AI in an enterprise. Oh, I knew there was a shorthand. That is actually really pretty. That's actually really pretty. And it's so pretty it doesn't work. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let's just do exactly this. Let's just copy it. Actually, let's just apply. Why would you rewrite the entire file? Oh, my stars and garters. Okay, so apparently that's wrong. I wonder. Oh, task. Okay, invoke delegate action. Do I need to do this? That's just a guess, but that was a good guess because that seems to be it. But there is this guy on the meeting. He is very, very animated because he was very, very, very concerned about training like cloud-based LLMs with enterprise code because of the risk of the code or of the LLM being hacked, of the AI company being hacked. And but I was just thinking, I mean, it's like, okay, like I can see his concern, I can understand his concern, but at the same time, if you are an enterprise company and you're not allowing your developers to use AI, then you're going to be left behind. But it was funny because you had him, this guy who was kind of advocating for like not using AI at all because it's too risky. And then you had the person running the meeting who was basically like, oh, well, with the right AI, like with the right architect, right? Like with the right senior person, you can replace your entire engineering staff. Like she's literally advocating for like, you could, sprints are normally 12 weeks. Well, we can now do them in 15 minutes. And I'm just like, that doesn't sound right either. And I actually, in the meeting, I brought up the example of the T app, where it was completely open and just had no security, and then the person running the meeting was like, yes, that's a valid concern, blah blah. Like I don't know, it was weird. It was weird. Okay, so this looks hooked up, right? So I don't actually know. This is kind of because this will actually in turn call this, but that's okay. On task tick. And then we get down to here. Okay, so let's see if this actually works. Oh, I got a compilation error apparently. Well, wait a minute. According to this, I do have a compilation error. Oh, the timer text. It's my own fault because this is, you know what? Let's stop this. Let's just go ahead and implement it, right? Yeah, we'll just do that for now. I think that's fine. All right. Unity should be happy. If only I was. If only I was. Maybe Lisa's right. Maybe I am sad. Little. Not really. But I feel like the older you get, the more of a baseline level of sadness you have. And I feel like that baseline level of sadness just goes up the older you get. It is a little depressing getting older. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not as like being 50 and turning 51 in less than a few days. Well, in a few days, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Like how I imagined 51 when I was 17. It's not as bad. I remember when I was 17 and my girlfriend was pregnant. Okay, this seems to work. And I went to the birthday party of her father, who was turning 50 at the time. Okay, wait. Huh. Oh, this is null. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the problem. So I went to her father's birthday party at the age he was turning 50. So it was a big birthday party. I should have done something for my first 50th birthday party. I didn't. But I ended up doing nothing. Task timer. But that's kind of more my speed, right? So anyway, and I remember like at the age of 50, I remember reflecting a lot and thinking a lot, like, what would my life be when I turned 50? Like, I think even then I knew that my baby mom and I would not be together, right? I'm pretty sure I knew that at that time. I mean, I didn't know it, but I assumed it. And, but I did wonder what my daughter would be like. I wondered what my life would be like. I wondered kind of where I would be. I can't complain too much. I can't really complain a lot at all about where my life is because I actually have a very nice life. I think I can just connect these two things up here. But, you know, even having a moderate amount of success, a little bit of money, like it doesn't guarantee happiness. I think a lot of people, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe humans are just kind of inherently depressed. Maybe sadness is healthy. It probably is to some extent. Okay, what am I doing? I need to go to the HUD actually, and then I ran yesterday. I ran today. My legs are hurting. Okay, so this is the TextMesh Pro, and then I need to find the mission right here, task timer text, and then I need to hook this up right there. Okay. So there's one more thing I have to address after this. I kind of want Little Caesars pizza. Talking to Lisa, I really want Little Caesars pizza. Okay. So why isn't this updated? You failed. Your failure. That's why your dad never loved you, and you pretend. I typed a really long message there. Okay. I think this desktop's on its last legs. Where is this object? That. It's like, this is a little frustrating. It's right there, and I can't. Banner panel. Mission title. Okay. So that is what I want to put. I don't know why the other one didn't load up, but we're going to just replace this with this right here. Okay, let's see if this changes anything. It should. Yeah, task get home, state in progress. Let's see if the state changes. It may not, because it'll be assigned a different task once you fail it. You know? It's interesting that it's still that, but it's probably just because the value of it was never changed. Right? So here is the interesting thing. We need, so we have time task. Yeah, time to arrive at task, right? We have this time left. We want to return a string. Time left, format it. Time span. Okay, so we can format it like that. Does this work? I feel like this is probably just needs to be included. It just needs like another using. I don't know from where though. Using system time span, I suppose. No, that works. Okay, we can just do up here. Would it be time? Is it just system? I think it's actually just system. And then down here, I think I can, well, it looks like I can get rid of system. Okay, I think that's fine. Time span from seconds. Okay. So this is not production code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do var timed arrived at task tat equals okay. The AI knows roughly what it is I want to do. Okay. And then down here, what we'll do, yeah. Okay. So this, I don't know how expensive this is. That actually this might actually be just fine as production code. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I've been running. I ran yesterday and I ran today, and my legs are hurt. They are hurting. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Back in, wait. Okay. Is this running yet? No, not yet. It should have. Oh, wait. It says continue. I'll do this, do that. Ooh. Yeah. Ever since my run yesterday, everything's been hurting. Okay, so this was not good. What's the call stack? Task tick handler. Is task null? No. Specified cast is not valid. Why? Why isn't it valid? Oh, is type data something I added? I think that's something I added. No, what I want is this, right? If tat not equal null, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I think this, what's the issue with the var? Tat may be null here. Well, I know that. I'm checking for it. Use pattern matching. I'm looking over here. C# style pattern matching over. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this would be if O, right? If O is, if task is timed arrive at task. Okay. I need to put a paren here. Yeah, this is pretty. This is very pretty. And then this would be TAAT, right? Yeah, that's pretty. Now, I am going to assume we can just combine this, right? I'm going to assume that if task is null, then I would assume that this entire thing would be false, as opposed to tat being null, right? I would hope, but I don't know offhand though. That's the issue. But let's just move forward. So let me check the chat. That's the wrong button. Nobody else is here. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Just gonna leave that alone. Okay. Oh, well, we got it in the game. Did we count down? I wasn't paying attention. So let's give it a little more time. It would be this one. There was 15 seconds. Let's give it 60 seconds. Yeah, that looks good. Why do those seconds feel fast? Is it just me, or do those seconds feel fast? All right, maybe it's me. Okay. And okay, now the question is, what happens when this? I mean, and okay, so that should obviously go away when the you failed, you failure. Okay, so we need to make that disappear. I think what we can do, I think like a poor man's way of doing this is to just clear the text, right? So in the mission here, Actually, let's do it like this. So we have the task started, right? Mission overlay. If is it enabled? Enabled. Actually, I guess I could do this. Are booleans implicitly castable to integers in C#? Like the bit representation of true and false in C++ is the same as a boolean. Okay. Well, I would imagine it probably is in C#. I guess it's more of a syntax thing as to whether or not they're implicitly convertible. Okay, so timer text equal, so I'm basically just saying that equals that, and then I should just be able to do this. Yeah. All right, let's, well, let me see. Let's just do 30 seconds. Okay. I think this is a good check-in point, right? Okay, well, let's see. Game Unity. I'm always nervous when Game Unity changes, but let's see. A lot of the code. Mission Factory. I'm going to write some unit tests for this. I wish Matthew was here so he could witness the beauty that is unit tests. But, you know, but honestly, like the beauty of unit tests really don't present, the beauty doesn't present itself until the project's more mature. And until you have more unit tests and like you incorporate them into your build job and then you write something new and then you break something and the unit test finds it before you find it in production. Okay. This is, let's see, success, this equals type item. Okay. This was just me fixing the status messages. It was always printing the successful message. Okay. Oh, mission overlay controller. Oh, it loads it. Oh, why? How can I change the, let's see. How do I change the default editor in source tree? Repo settings. Okay. Well, mission overlay controller, line 59. Here we go. Complete task. Well, don't I want set task? Oh. Wait. No. Okay. Yeah. Label controller. So actually, I might have had task state complete. Okay. Well, wait a minute. This should just be controller set task. Yeah. This. That's what it should be. Okay. Yeah, so earlier today, I went to the grocery store and I came home. Like on the way home, I started to get a little bit of like a bead of sweat coming down. And then I got home and I was just drenched in sweat. Like I was just sweating profusely. And so I did what anybody would do. I went and I got in bed. And, you know, because there's very few problems that getting in bed will not fix. So I got in bed for like half hour. And then I was as good as, I was ready as rain. What does it sound like? That was as good as I was good to go. I'll just say that. I was good to go. All right. So let me just review. Create time task. I was surprised that there was no like good syntactic sugar for a switch expression, not a switch statement, but a switch expression. So like to show you what I mean, if I go to Mission Factory, okay, here it is. So you can see here where I'm doing a switch. No, here. Yeah, I'm doing a switch basically on the type. And so you have this shorthand here with this equal arrow. But what I wanted to do is I basically wanted to have an inline function, which you can do with a normal switch statement. But I guess with C# switch expressions, you cannot do them. So, you know, a little surprised about that. But I guess it makes sense. Oh, I don't think I even tested this, like the code of having. You know what we should do? We should. Okay. Well, we should have them. We should test the missions. You know, coming one after another. Make sure that works. All right. So we have this. All right. So I want to see this. Weird. One of my cats puked earlier. I have a feeling she's just puking all over the house. Okay. So that's good. It disappeared and it shows the failure message. Let's restart and make sure that it shows the success message and also hides that text. The text control, I should say. Okay. So that means I actually got to... Can I move? Okay. Okay, it's like right here. Near home. Okay, perfect. Okay. I think that it works. So initial version of timed tasks. Timed tasks. Okay. Okay. What now? So what I want to do, so this is the mission. Task intro. Okay, so this is an arrive at task. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to, oh, no. I'm going to add 2 more. I'm going to keep the one in the middle. I don't know what my dog is doing. Like, the animals are just acting possessed today. I don't know what's up with them. Okay. 1 here. 1 here. I sound like that guy who does the YouTube shorts. 1 here and 1 here. Okay, so basically I have to go to a spot, and then I have 30 seconds to get to another spot, and then I have to go back to the spot. So let's see how that goes. Let's see if that works. And then that will complete the mission. Oh, wait. So, okay. Okay, so I need to go over here. Oh, shit. Okay, you did it. You found the right. Now I have 30 seconds to go to this other spot. I did it. Okay, now I have now go to the house in the map, which is the mission I just did, which is right over here. You did it. You found it. Okay, and then you can see that up on the left-hand side, the mission is complete. It's all green. It really should clear out that text, right? Like that up here, in case there's anybody watching. Like this area up here really should be cleaned out. But that's good to know. It's good to know that we can have these missions. Let's do this. So if we have, so this is a mission. So remember, missions are comprised of 1 or more tasks. So what I want to do is I want to have a message. So not the start message, but the success message. You successfully completed the mission. Failure message. You failed at the mission because you are a failure. And this is why people don't like you, because you're not capable of doing anything but disappointing people like your father, who never loved you and never said he loved you because he never actually loved you. Okay, perfect. Okay. I think that's a good mission and a good failure message. Let's give it a shot. Okay, here we go. Now go to the house and so we gotta go for here. Okay, you did it. Now I have to, so I'm going to let this time out. I'm going to let this time out and fail. And then it should print that nice long message we got. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's one thing we haven't addressed. Because that's going to be a failed task. Does a single failed task mean a failed mission? It might not, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, so there's some issues. There's some issues involving failed tasks and failed tasks and failed missions. I think we gotta address those. Whew. All right, let's see. I think the missus is home. All right, let me see. Okay, let's task started handler, task completed handler. So this is interesting. So the mission just does task completed. Ooh. Goal completed handler. Yeah, because I had goals were named tasks. I'm gonna rename this. Okay. Is there anything else? Does goals show up anywhere else? Control F. All right. Yeah, there's a collect item goal. I don't know that we ever. Yeah, we never. We put the framework in there for it, but we never actually. We never actually started doing it. I think that'll be the next thing we do. I don't even like. Honestly, it's been like I feel like I don't remember how to play my own game. Like I was thinking, like, wait, do I remember how to pick things up? I don't remember how to pick things up. Like there's E and Q. Okay. So wait. So there's this inventory. Like, I mean, Matthew and I did a sweet inventory window. So let's see if I drop the flashlight. Okay. Oh boy. Am I locked up? Is like I don't have. Okay, wait. I think it's like Unity's locked up. Wow. Wow. What happened? Oh, the goddamn flashlight causes so many problems. Was that about the flash? That can't be. Okay, so Unity. Okay, Unity's responsive again. All right. All right. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, the sweat episode is coming back to me. So we need to work on the collect item goal. Yeah, just rename this. Yeah, the collect item goal, and then the No, it shouldn't be that hard. Actually, it will be tricky. No, maybe it won't be that tricky. Because it's like, how do you, if you have if like, let's say that we have a pistol object, and then you have to collect 5 instances of that pistol. You need a GUID for the item, but then you need a GUID for each instance. And I think the GUID that Unity provides is per instance. So we'd have to do it. I guess you could do it through something else. I'm not sure what, but we'll have to figure that out. All right.